Hi, this is Rob at EminiForecaster.com. Welcome to an ongoing version of Friday's Turbocharge Your Trading, how to turbocharge your trading using our EminiForecaster service. This is probably the single craziest week in the history of the market, that at least in my lifetime. And let's take a look at how the forecast did this week. Monday, we started with a gap down, and then the market was going opposite the forecast until later in the day when it started following again. There was a report that came out on Monday. The Asian markets were in turmoil over this financial debacle that's going on. Let's go over and take a look at how our intraday alerts worked for Monday. Looks like around 11 o'clock Eastern time, we caught a short. Now, what you would have been doing there on the forecast, this alerted you at that time that the market had a downward bias, and that the market may not be moving consistent with the forecast. Now, of course, later in the day it did start moving with the forecast. This ended up being a scratch trade after being up close to a couple $1,000s, as you can see. But if trading the forecast, you could have used this to reduce your risk, tighten your stop, possibly reverse your position, all depending on how you wanted to play it. Let's go back and take a look at Tuesday. Tuesday, again, the market continued down from Monday's decline, and again the market was working against the forecast. Let's see what happened here. Along around 11:50 New York time, the intraday alert service came out and put out a short bias for the day, and ended up being up around $2,500 or so on the day. I did cover this in some other reports earlier in the week. The way that would have been played is, again, you would have known that you needed to get really tight on your risk if trading the forecast, either that or reverse and go short with the bias that ended up being in the market. Wednesday, we forecasted a slightly up to neutral day. That is what happened. Let's see what happened on the intraday alerts. By the way, when looking at these alerts, be advised that all I've done here is I've coded in, essentially in TradeStation, all these charts are complements of TradeStation. I have simply coded in the date and time of the alert. So I would say if today is 10/7 and the time, I'll go look at what time the alert is. I just go in my TradeStation code and I code in that the alert happened at 11:45 Eastern, and it will then just sell at the next bar at these squiggly lines on here are a 40-minute moving average of the highs and lows. And it's just a very crude, simple entry method. There's no optimization here or anything like that. It's just very simple. You would make a decision as to where you wanted to get in similarly. And then I just very simply exit on the close. Again, I'm not trying to optimize anything into any big deal here. It's just what these alerts are intended to do is to show you a bias that's in the market. How you may have traded may be entirely different. Then on Wednesday, again, we expected the market to be kind of neutral. The alert service came out as the market began to rally early in the morning there, and caught pretty darn close to the high of the day, and closed a trade there for that day, going from 2,500 to $4,700, so whatever that ends up being. Again, the short bias on Wednesday you could have either been short, or you could have used this to protect your position according with the forecast. clearly on Thursday and Friday we had down days on the forecast, and indeed Thursday being the largest magnitude of the week that we anticipated, that did pan out quite well. On TradeStation, the alert, I coded that in for Thursday. You had a perfect correspondence on Thursday with what was anticipated in the market. The alerts came out at 11:20 in the morning and said, hey, we have a short bias for the day. Looking back 40 minutes again, and just covering at the end of the day. I think at that point the intraday alert services had racked up around $8,100 so far for the week. And then Friday again, we anticipated a down day at least until late in the day before it started to hook up there. And on the alert, it caught it short in the morning, put out the recommendation alert at around 10:05 Eastern time, and at various points during the day was up substantially. And then of course we had this huge rally at the end of the day. Actually from here to here is about an 11.8% move that occurred just over this 1 hour period here. Absolutely huge move in the market, and of course this is to be anticipated to some degree. Very, very fierce rallies can come out of extended, protracted down moves like what has happened this week. I think this is kind of a saying that people are hoping that we're going to be bullish next week, buying into next week. And you'll have to take a look at what we have forecasted for next week to see what we are seeing for that on the EminiForecaster service. We did end up having a slightly profitable, few $100 profit just trading from this point to the close here, and that kind of wrapped up our week nicely. Considering the craziness, the forecast worked out pretty well. But I urge you to trade with extreme caution. These are not normal markets. You don't normally see, 11-12% moves in an hour's time. I don't care what size account you're trading. Even if you're trading, one E-mini, that kind of motion can really cause a lot of damage to your account if you're not right on top of it in the management of your risk. So I urge you to use caution. The whole idea behind these alerts and using them in conjunction with the service is to be able to manage your risk in a way so that you get caught in trades that bring you a nice profit and can show you a bias that's occurring in the market. The alert service on its own has been doing wonderfully well. It racked up $8,376 for the week, just trading it in this crude manner that I'm showing here. A skilled trader could certainly do better than that. But if you can take these tools and use them in your trading, you can really polish it up and do something that works for your own personal style of trading. And that's what the EminiForecaster service is all about, not pushing a service down your throat, trying to get you to do something that's not consistent with your personality, but rather giving you the tools that make it possible for you to use it in a way unique to yourself. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and have a great weekend.